Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, where these fans have been getting prepared to cheer on a whole pack of Badgers since early in the morning. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will put toe to leather to crank us up. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down for this offense. To the ground with the back. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He'll try to do it himself. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Finds his man down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
From the gun, running back on the move.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Wide open downfield. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive, I think this guy has some of those traits too.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Got his man. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Quarterback on the keeper. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
And the Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the 1st down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Samuel. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Using his legs, it's Samuel. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a space. They're setting up the screen. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the penalty zones.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. The Badgers moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. He's got him wide open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Man, what a nice play in the passing game there. We were all in the car driving over here together in the snow, and we were wondering, is anybody going to be able to even complete a pass in these conditions? Well, I guess we just got our answer there. It's not easy, man. As a quarterback, the ball is slippery. And for receivers or anybody running routes, it's hard to get in and out of breaks, but they might have been throwing that ball in Miami. I mean, that looked beautiful and on time.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback floating away from pressure. A strike downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. And first down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now limits the options a little bit more. Second down after that loss of yards play.
Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Badger.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah.
Pulls it in on the left, and he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And that one will give them the lead.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does. Throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest. Takes it in to the end zone for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 21 over Purdue. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Oh, gave the defender the business. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell he took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you, sometimes you get in these snowy, blizzard-like conditions. It's hard even to see the football after it's thrown in the air. Give the defender a lot of credit there, not just for catching it, but also locating the football before getting that interception.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll go right back to it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try the right side. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Fast motion from the offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Samuel. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Wisconsin. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And David, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the gun, running back gets to give. Still running at the 40. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. He's now up to 95 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's a nice job by the defense turning the page. You just gave up an explosive play. Now you're going to come right back with tempo, and a nice job in the back end covering to force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He'll pull it down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking for space. It's Samuel. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
This crowd bringing serious noise on this huge fourth down play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds the tight end. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Scrambling away. He's looking on the right side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. At the 40, there he goes. Taking it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They'll try to race to the edge on first and goal with the wide receiver. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 28 over Purdue. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man on the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. The Badgers in the hurry up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going to take off. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The handoff keeps working on that clock. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Takes a handoff. It's Samuel. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
He wants a big play here late. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to